Good morning, YouTube, and welcome back to Jesse's Garage. We're excited to have you. Well, it's been a minute since we've been doing all these other videos that we've done a tool haul. And so I thought, well, hey, let me go and show you what I found over the last week or so and see what you think. Now, if you've been following along, that last toolbox tour that we did, one of the drawers was Wizard. And you know, I love me some Wizard. I don't know why. I just think that the logo is kind of cool, I think. But anyways, and the handles are cool, that sort of thing. But I found a Wizard, a couple different pieces of Wizard, and then I also found some other goodies. You ready to jump on in? Let's go see what we found, and you be the judge as to how I did. All right, here we go. All right, so as you can see, we have a green toolbox here. Now, if you've been following along, one of the things that you probably noticed is that that last toolbox tour, we like us some Wizard here. Now, I haven't even cleaned this up. I hadn't even wiped it down. But you'll notice on here, it's a Wizard toolbox. Now, I've been looking for this for a long, long time. There's been a few that kind of got away from me, but as we go through, there's a little logo right there. And so the logo is in really good condition on that sticker. And then it even had this sticker right up here. And so, my goodness, I love this thing. Now, on here it says, superior construction features. Note the heavy duty construction, spot welded gussets, hold, tote tray, extra strong hinge, withstands abuse, heavy gauge ends. Let's see, full length tote tray, rolled edges, hammered finish, full 22-inch long to hold bigger tools. And so I think this is the model number 4H4864 is what we have there, and Western Auto Supply Company. And so, my goodness, I love it. And so, you know, I collect some old toolboxes that way. And so we kind of put that down. We'll kind of scoot this back just a little bit. And so let's kind of explore what we have inside here. In fact, let me grab some little nips real quick because we're going to undo some of these. I'll be right back. All right, so we're back here. So let's go through and pull out some of these tools that are here and kind of show you what we have. And so I'm going to cut them with my little Milwaukee nips here, by the way. This is only made for plastic and for other light material like that. So I'm going to cut that. And if you don't have a pair of these, by the way, you probably should go and find these because these things are the bomb. I really, really like these little Milwaukee nips. All right, so we have that there. Now notice on this one here, the price tag was $1 for all three of these. And so they're kind of miscellaneous stuff. So we got some Craftsman. As you can see there, double line V, has a little bit of owner's marks on there. I think most of that will kind of buff out. 3/4 inch and 7/8 inch on this double open end wrench. So that is one cool find that we have there. Let's see here. Here we have another double open end. All three of these are. So this is 19/32 and 11/16. Double line V again. The last one that was in that particular bundle, 11/16, 19/32. And so this is a Proto Professional. And so that's what that looks like. Really good condition, all three of these. So voila, we have that there. I had a miscellaneous Wizard in here. And so here's a Wizard 9/16 and a 1/2 inch. And so that'll clean up and that'll go in our Wizard drawer. So we'll look at that. All right, let's see the next bundle of wrenches. This was kind of a mixture of stuff. And so we'll go through and kind of check this out and kind of see what we had. And so get that rubber band off of here. Now this one was $10. And so actually I think because I bought more stuff than this, which we'll show at a different video, she gave me a kind of a bundle. I think she gave me like this set and or maybe the bigger set, something like that, for nothing. But anyways, so here we are. It's 3/4 inch, double line V, 3/4 inch. So I already have that. Let's see here. Some of these were no brands, I believe, or not something we carry. Here's 5/8 inch combination. And so this one's a VV, so it's not quite a matching from that set. This is a Taiwan type of wrench, so we'll put that in our pile that we're going to probably sell. And so we'll kind of create like a little bundle for somebody. So here's another Craftsman combination, 9/16 that we have here. And this is a double line V, so that goes in that pile. Let's see, this is a no name as well, Taiwan. So we got two of those that are going to be over there. And so another no name. And so I think this is the one that she probably gave me for no cost because I bought a bunch of stuff. But anyways, so this is a Craftsman, and this was a double line V. So again, we're starting to form a set, right? So that's cool. And then our last big set that we had here was this bundle. And so we'll show you the price on that in just a second. Let me cut these little plastic ties off. So you'll notice on this one here, this was $10. And so as we go through and look at these, in fact, I got one more little tie here, so let me cut that off. All right, so get that out of the way, get that out of the way. So we'll look at our first wrench here, double line V combination wrench. And so this is a 1 inch. So man, that's nice, right? So our next one here, this one is a 1 16th double line V or combination wrench. So we'll look at this one, double line V, and this is 15/16. And so, man, we're starting to form a pretty good little set here, right? Double line V, and so 1 1/8. So that's cool. And then our biggest wrench out of the bunch was 1 1/4 inch combination. And so that's a Craftsman as well. And so that's a double line V. So my goodness, we have that. And then we happen to have another Proto in here. So this is a Proto Professional. And so a combination 15/16 that's here. Now this one, I wonder if it just got bent. So doesn't quite look quite right. Not that I've seen one like that. So I kind of wonder if that was maybe in that kind of bundle there. All right, so we have that. By the way, this box was $5. And so how cool is that? All right, so they had some pliers in there. And so I picked up this one here. It was for $1. And so you can see this one is a New Britain. And so it has probably a model number 858 or something like that. I haven't looked it up, but I'm kind of imagining that it's some kind of snap ring pliers. But I love that spring down here, and I love that New Britain logo. So I thought, man, that's killer. So we had a couple Dymaloy pliers that are here. And so as we go through, I think they're about the same size. Maybe one's a little bit bigger. No, they're both the same. And so they have these green handles. I've been collecting some of these green handles lately. And so that's going to add to the bunch. And then our last thing in the toolbox, I believe, is this here, which is going to be a rigid heavy-duty pipe wrench. And so this one is made in Elyria, Ohio, maybe. Is that what that is? And so it's a USA 6-inch. And so this will clean up real nice, I believe. And so kind of go from there. But that was $1. And so, you know, I really kind of like these little tiny pipe wrenches there. All right, I'm going to scoot the camera over just a little bit and show you the last find that I have here. And so as you can see, we have a vise. Now, my wife told me, don't you start collecting vices. But you know what? How can I walk away from a Wizard vise? I have not found that. Sorry, I bumped the camera. And so a Wizard vise. And so now this one is not in the best condition at all. You can tell that he was probably cutting on something and cut into the side of this here. But my goodness, it still works. It needs to be cleaned up a little bit. But how awesome is that? And so this part right here that loosens up the swivel needs to probably be cleaned up or beaten straight or replaced altogether. So we'll look at that and kind of see. But my goodness, I never found a Wizard vise before. And so I love that. I got this for $5, by the way. $5 for the Wizard vise, $5 for the toolbox. So one of the wrench sets was free. The other bigger wrench set was $10. And the other one was $1. And then the pliers were all, and the pipe wrench was all $1. All right. So kind of think about what we got here, and I'll be right back. Okay, and we are back. All right. So what do you think? What was your favorite? Now, remember, we got the Wizard toolbox for $5. We got the Wizard vise for $5. We got that wrench set for $10. One of them was free just because I bought some other stuff, like another old Craftsman toolbox, little bottom part that's on wheels. in some glass for my wife and that sort of thing. So she just kind of made me a little bit of a bundle. But anyways, so and then it had the pliers. So it got a mixture of all kinds of stuff. For me, which one's my favorite? Probably, I already have some of those wrenches. Of course, you know, that bigger set like that for, it goes all the way up to 1.25 inches is a pretty good find, I think, double line V. But for me, I think it's the toolbox. I've been hunting that toolbox for a long, long time. And so I'm excited to kind of get it wiped down just a little bit. Probably not going to do a whole lot with it, just kind of clean it up and then throw it on the shelf. And so we're excited about that. That's my favorite. But what do you think? Whatever it is, why don't you put it down in the comments and let us know. We'd be curious to see, are we talking the same language? Or we see a little bit different? That sort of thing. And kind of go from there. If you're new to the channel, please hit subscribe. Hit that like button if you found what we scored out at the estate sales. If you found it to be good, hit that like button for us if you don't mind, please. And then until next time, we'll see you on the next video.